You can see I have a dear friend with me.
Yay!
Well, today,
Excited.
we're going to talk about something that many parents have been asking us about, right? And that's virtual learning tips for parents.
Yes.
And today we want to talk about how to keep your kids on a schedule. Yeah, I know the normal has changed and it's probably a little hectic at your house, but today Kelly and I, we're going to talk about how to keep your kids on a schedule.
Yes.
Kelly, you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
Cool. Welcome to the Cantor Simmons Show. Yes, welcome to the Cantor Simmons Show. And today I have a good friend with me. If any of you guys are like followers of mine, was it last year? Maybe two years ago. Kelly and I, we did a few episodes on our Educate to Elevate podcast, all for teachers. So if you're a teacher and you want access to that teacher training, those podcasts, hey, go over to my website, cantorsimmons.com, or search iTunes or search YouTube. You will find those videos. So Kelly, how you been doing?
Oh, I'm telling you, considering everything that we've been dealing with for 5 months, can you all believe we've been in this whole COVID-19 pandemic for 5 months? I'm actually doing okay.
Well, good.
I still have my hair. May have picked up a couple pounds, but all is well. How have you been?
I've been great. Now, if you guys are watching this, so this is day 23 of my Best School Year Ever series. And I said, you know what? All month long, we've been talking about tips and different things that we can do to help students be successful this school year, educators be successful this school year. And I wanted to take a few episodes these next few days. I'm going to have Kelly here. And we're going to do some videos helping you make this your best school year ever. All right. So whether you're watching this live on Facebook, on YouTube, or the replay, like always, in the comments, go ahead and type, "This will be my best school year ever." Go ahead and type that in the comments. Also, while you're here,
I like the ring of that.
You like best school year ever?
I like the affirmation of it.
Yeah.
Every time you say it, I'm saying it with you.
My best school year ever. Right. Now listen, if you have a student, or maybe you are a parent with a student, or you're an adult going back to school, hey, I have a free 7-day study skills challenge. It's actually over at bestschoolyearever.com.
Yes.
Yep. And so if you go over there, just simple tips, study tips that you as a student can use, or maybe you're a parent who has a student that can improve their study skills. Hey, simply have them go over to bestschoolyearever.com. That's cool? So Kelly, let's jump right into it, right? Jump right into it.
Shall we?
New school year.
Yes.
So I know you've been a teacher, you've been an administrator, you've been the head dog in schools in Florida. You come up here to Atlanta, you train and you work with other teachers, and as an educator, you definitely have a heart for parents.
Yes.
You definitely have a heart for what's going on in our schools and our colleges.
Absolutely.
And today we want to talk to parents and with the different things that have changed. And we know you're trying to work a job. We know you're trying to cook dinner and breakfast and
keep the household together.
Right. Yep. And so now you're having to be the virtual parent at home who's a part-time teacher, full-time parent, part-time virtual teacher, homeschool teacher.
Yes.
So Kelly, what are some things that we can give to these parents as far as making this their best school year ever? And then specifically with everything that's changing, how can we keep this schedule?
Yes. And one thing you said, even before we talk about keeping a schedule, parents, it's okay to give yourselves permission to have a little chaos around the house. I think a lot of times, especially when you're a professional, especially as women, we're perfectionists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
so you're trying to say men aren't professional?
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about the men right now. Just talking about the mothers, right? And even the fathers who may be full-time parents. But give yourselves permission to understand that we're in this new normal and everything is not going to be perfect, right? However, we do want to set some things up. And the first thing we want to talk about is discipline. Now, we know in school, when they're in school with us, right, Your kids are dropped off in the morning. Okay. We feed them breakfast and lunch. We have a schedule. In fact, the first couple weeks of school, kids actually have their schedules printed out and they're looking at their schedules as they're moving throughout the day. We want to encourage you to do the same thing at home. You, depending on where you are, school is starting for some after Labor Day next week. For the southern states, school started a couple weeks ago. But it's not too late if you started a couple weeks ago. Have a routine, okay? So, for instance, if your school, I know some schools in Fulton, they have...
That's Fulton County. That's here in Atlanta.
Here in Atlanta.
We're worldwide. So.
Right. We are everywhere. But if your school structure is set up as if you were in school, so for instance, first period may be trigonometry, second period may be English, well, you're probably going to get some time in between those transitions. So your routine, okay, let's just start off with just a discipline routine. That means getting up every day as if you're going to school. So if the alarm clock went off at 6 a.m., right, you still need to get up at 6 a.m. Showering in the morning. Of course, you probably have to eat breakfast at home unless the school district brings the breakfast to your community.
I wish somebody would bring me some breakfast.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know that's what I'm talking. Can you bring me some breakfast in the morning?
Y'all bring Mrs. Simmons some breakfast, okay? But you still want to keep the same routine, okay? So that's number one. Still getting up on time, setting that alarm clock, taking your shower, and getting dressed. Do not let the kids do their homework in their PJs or their schoolwork in their PJs.
Okay, how many of you guys are, just in the comments, let me know. All my parents that I work, are you working like you fix your top? You know I do.
I was just going to say.
I don't even want to show people what I'm wearing down here. We're coordinating up here.
Right.
But below, you know,
he has on shorts.
I have on swimming trunks.
And they're orange.
Right? But so you're advising that parents don't allow their kids to come to school with pajamas on. To virtual school.
To virtual school. Because at some point in time, we're going to go back. And it's going to, 21 days to create a habit. And so parents, and it's going to take us some discipline too, because we need to model. Even if you're like Mr. Simmons here and you just get your top ready, that's something, right? And so make sure, number one, that the kids have that alarm clock. They have that routine. They're getting up and they're in front of the presentation area, even if it's in their room. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, write down everything that you're doing. Okay. So if your classes are transitioning, or if you're on a block schedule, or if you're on a hybrid schedule, write it down just as if you were in the first week of school. Kids are walking around with their paper schedules because they're trying to find their way around. Okay. Write it down. And so what the writing down is going to do is going to help that kid to be organized. And wherever you have your child's setup, your virtual learning setup, perhaps, it could be on a dry erase board. If you write on a sheet of paper, maybe you can thumbtack it on the wall. It needs to be easily referenced for the kid, okay? For your student.
So is this good for elementary school, middle school,
absolutely,
high school, and college?
Absolutely. Every learner, even me, I'm back in school getting my doctorate, and I have all these different.
Dr. Kelly.
Hey, say it again. I love the affirmation talk.
Dr. Kelly.
I love it.
Lord
help me.
I'm considering as well too. Did I tell you that?
You did not.
Man, we should do the Dr. Cantus and Dr. Kelly show.
Yes, we need to do classes together too, so we can help each other out. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
But yeah, it helps with any learner. Okay. And so that's a great routine to have.
So write down your routine.
Write it down. Even if it's depending on whatever schedule you have. If it's a hybrid, if it's a situation where you're virtually going from class to class every day, write your schedule down. Now with your schedule, this is the third thing we're going to talk about. If you, for instance, let's say you're going from class to class every day, you want to physically get up. So if you've been in English, if you've been in 11th grade honors, English honors for 50 minutes, and then you get a 6-minute transitional period between that and the next class, get up. What would you do if you were in school?
Right.
You
would go walk into school,
go get some water, right? Go see your girlfriend, go see your boyfriend. Right. You can't do all of that.
Stop by the locker.
Yes. Right. You want to show everybody your outfit first 2 weeks of school. But, you want to try to make it as normal as possible. So get up, go get yourself some water, Maybe go check in. Parents, have your kids come check in with you. Let them get up and do that stretch break because it's going to be very, very important. Okay. So those are the 3 areas.
Yep. So if you guys are taking notes there, you can place it in the comments. Get up.
Get up.
Set your alarm, whether that's on a microwave, BlackBerry, Blueberry, iPhone, Droid, flip phone,
PS2,
whatever you have, iPad. Listen, get up, set your alarm. Number 2, yes, write down your routine. Write down your routine. Now, I understand that, Kelly, we have parents who are actually, they're not only virtual learning parents at home,
right,
but they're also
full-time workers. Absolutely.
Right? And so now when we look at that routine, maybe we need to even talk about, okay, hey, what's mom doing?
Right.
What's dad doing?
Right.
Who needs to be on this laptop at a time?
Right.
Who needs to be on this iPad?
Right. Who needs to be in this learning space?
Right.
I mean, if you have a large family, how many families can have 4 learning spaces? I mean, we're really making it happen from border to border. And so, yes, that's a huge, huge factor to consider.
I saw on Facebook one of my dear church members, they changed their entire dining room.
Wow.
Over into virtual learning space. I believe they have 4 or 5 kids.
Wow. And everybody has his or her own space.
Yeah, so the whole dining room was like, no more dining room. Now we have
it's like
virtual
cubicles,
school. Right? No, actually, you know what? They sort of transitioned to homeschool. So I think they're full homeschool, right? I guess, that was their decision during this season. So write down your schedule. Number 3, physically do the routine.
Yes, stretch. Get the water breaks. You definitely want to get the lunch breaks in. You need to have time to eat. And I'm sure whatever platform your school is using, just follow it. Don't just sit there and text. Get up, walk around. Even if you have to go and take the little pet out, to go, and come back in. It would just be helpful just to stretch.
Yep. Was this helpful for you guys? Yeah, we want to, we realize that, right now things are changing. Yes. And as much as possible to try to create a new norm within the new norm, right? And as a virtual learner, as a parent of a virtual learner, hey, we just want to give you guys some tips to make this your best school year ever. Like I mentioned before, if you want to participate in the 7-day study skills challenge, hey, simply go over to bestschoolyearever.com. Go there to join the challenge for free over the next 7 days. Sending out helpful videos to you and your household on how to improve your study skills, how to take notes, whether that's virtually or in class, how to understand your learning style. So now when you study, you can better retain information. At the end of the day, I believe, and it's my desire that all kids should be on the honor roll, right? I believe in, playing your A game. And if you've enjoyed this video, if you've enjoyed Kelly, hey, let me know down in the comments. Give us a few likes or a few hearts. If you know another parent or another student that needs this information, listen, don't be so greedy. Don't be so stingy. Hit the share button.
Share it.
Share it with them, whether you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube. Subscribe to these channels or watching this on my website. Hey, go ahead and lock in. If you haven't seen the 22 other good messages that we've created for Best School Year Ever, listen, go binge watch. You're not doing anything else. I'm just playing. Yes, you are. But listen, go binge watch.
They're real busy.
They're real busy, right? But go binge watch the other 22 episodes. Listen, I'm Cantor Simmons. This is Kelly Harmon, and thank you for participating with us. And remember this, there's only one game in life that counts, and that's your A game. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. All right? Bye-bye.
Bye.